Hello everybody, Dr. Vakas. In the series of blood lecture, we are going to talk about RBCs, red blood cells. Second name of red blood cell is erythrocyte. Students, RBCs are non-nucleated component which circulate in the human beings and all the vertebrates. Students, the color of RBC is red. So students, because a color pigment present in the RBCs, a lot of color pigment present in the RBCs. So that's why the color of RBC is red. These coloring pigments are called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. So due to presence of hemoglobin in the RBCs, the color of RBC is red. Students, listen carefully. 99% in the blood RBC is present, and remaining 1% present WBC and platelets. If we talk about the cell of RBC, a cell of the blood. So 99% present RBCs and remaining 1% present WBC and platelets. Students, the RBCs are larger in size than WBC and platelets. So if we talk about volume of RBCs in the blood, so students, the volume of RBC in the blood is very 4 to 5.5 million per cubic millimeter. So if we talk about in adult, so in adult the value of RBC is 5 million, sorry, 5 million per cubic millimeter. And if we talk about in female the value of RBC is 4.5 million per cubic millimeter. Students, if the value of our RBC become low than normal, that is called anemia. There are a lot of reasons behind the anemia where we talk about in the next lecture. And students, if the value of RBC become high than normal, then that is called polycythemia. Polycythemia. That is because of high level of RBCs in the blood. So if we talk about anemia, students, when the oxygen level in the blood become high, then the level of RBCs in the blood become low. And also when a body is in parasympathetic condition, when body is in a rest condition, then also the level of RBC become low in the blood. And students, when a person is at a high altitude, for example 10,000 feet from the sea level, then the level of oxygen in the blood become low. So that's why the level of RBC become high. And also when a body is in a sympathetic condition, when a body is in a fight and flight mode, then the value of RBCs in the blood become high. Students, if we talk about the shape of RBCs, student, the shape of RBC is biconcave. For example, I draw the shape of RBCs here. This is the biconcave shape. So RBCs are like that. So students, if we say this is one RBC, so from the center, the diameter of RBC is 1 micron. And from the periphery, the diameter of RBC is 2.2 micron. And from the center, they are thin, and on the periphery, they are thick. So there are a lot of advantages of biconcave shape of RBCs. For example, one is that because the size of capillaries is very low, maybe equal to the red blood cells or less than red blood cells. So for passing through capillaries, they try to squeeze. They have to squeeze when they try to pass through capillaries. So because of biconcave shape, they easily squeeze down in the capillaries. So After that, students they easily, because of biconcave shape of RBCs, the fusion of other substances and gases take place. And also due to a large surface area of RBCs from the periphery, the absorption of gases, oxygen and other substances easily take place, and also secretion of these gases and substances easily take place in the red blood cells. Students, if we talk about the lifespan of RBCs, because the lifespan of RBC is 120 days. So after the 120 day, the cell membrane of RBCs become fragile. So due to fragile cell membrane of RBCs, when they try to squeeze down through capillaries, they're destroyed. They not survive in in the capillaries when they try to squeeze down. So students, because the splenic capillaries are very, the diameter of splenic capillaries is very low. So when they try to squeeze down in the splenic capillaries, because the diameter of splenic capillaries is very low, so that's why when they try to squeeze down in the splenic capillaries, they destroy it. So that's why we say that spleen is the graveyard of RBCs. Graveyard of our RBCs. So that's why we say that spleen is the graveyard of RBCs, because the diameter of splenic capillary is very low. So when they try to squeeze down through these capillaries, they destroy it. Now we have to discuss function of RBCs. So it's the first function of RBC is it carries oxygen from the lungs to all the cells and tissues of our body. Here, hemoglobin combined with oxygen and form oxyhemoglobin. So it's 97% oxygen transferred to the blood in the form of oxyhemoglobin. After that is carbon dioxide, transport of carbon dioxide. Students, red blood cell carry carbon dioxide from tissues of our body to the lungs. And through lungs, carbon dioxide go outside of the body. So students, here hemoglobin combined with carbon dioxide and form carbohemoglobin. And 30% carbon dioxide transferred to the blood in the form of carbohemoglobin. So after that is buffer action. So students, hemoglobin perform as a buffer action. It regulates the concentration of hydrogen ion in the blood. Entropy will play vital role to maintain the acid-base balance in the blood. So after that is blood group determination. Students, because in the RBC, blood group antigen are present, for example, A, B, and RH factor, which help to determine the group of blood. So this is all about RBC. So in the next video we will discuss next cell of the blood, WBC, and on the next video then platelets, and all about blood we discuss one by one in the next videos. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.